Liberians to hear and know what their lawmakers are doing in the best interest of this country called Liberia. Today is Thursday, is the 7th of the 8th month, August 2024. We have gone about 220 days in the new year. We're left with 146 days to close out this 2024 and enter 2025. So welcome to the program. Great time together here. We'll take a few bars of our theme song. When we come back, we'll tell you those things line up to look at on the program. It promises to be intriguing. Invite someone to listen with you as we go through today's program. Welcome back to the program. Great time together here on the program this evening. Guys, we're back here. My name is Robert Haynes, and you are?
Well, my name is Urukwe Yega.
I thought you're going to forget. Welcome again. Well, how goes it?
Yes, a wonderful time being here again. I'd like to say a pleasant good day to all of you who are listening. We'll bring you greetings from the Honorable Speaker of the 55th Legislature, Councillor J. Funati Kofi, members of that august body. The staffers, we're here again to give a roundup of activities on Capitol Hill.
Well, great time, of course, prior to us being here on the program. On behalf of the House of Representatives, I signed today the Book of Condolence for fallen broadcast journalist and a sound legislative reporter who passed away some time ago, Mr. Trojan Kezulu. So we have gone to the Press Union of Liberia, which is the parent body of all journalists in Liberia, to sign on to the Book of Condolence in memory of journalist Trojan Kezulu. So on behalf of the House, we had to do that on today. It was quite a kind of sober reflection we had, thinking about our colleague who we had some time together, changing the microphones, having some discussions and so forth. But he was covering the House of Representatives for many years while he worked for Fabric FM. Then later he had to go Spoon and then with Prime FM.
Yes, I think it's one of the duties and functions of the Honorable Press Bureau of the House of Representatives, because they have the statutory powers or authority to regulate the activities of journalists on Capitol Hill. And so like you correctly said, I recalled that Trojan Kezulu and I covered the legislature together, the Honorable House of Representatives, before mine ascendancy as Deputy Director for broadcasting there at the House of Representatives Press Bureau. Trojan was one of those persons, outstanding journalist. He was always that guy who every one of us could go to in case of problem. He was always there. He carried himself in a very one would say distinct manner and form, and we all missed him, and we can only say our deepest condolences again to the bereaved family and all friends of Trojan Kezulu. And thanks again for your representation today. We had to ensure that you go and sign the Book of Condolence.
Right, and so yes, he been a former. I mean, yes, before he died, he covered the legislature, and so we thought it was as part of our duties, we have to be able to do that. So today, House Speaker Councillor J. Funati Kofi met the United States ambassador accredited to Liberia, the new one. He came in country on last Friday, and submitted his letter of credence to His Excellency President Joseph Yoman Boakai. So on today, he paid a courtesy visit to House Speaker Councillor J. Funati Kofi at the Capitol Building office. And so the Speaker welcomed the experienced diplomat and a skilled foreign service man to Monrovia and, of course, up Capitol Hill. He's Tonan, Ambassador Tonan of the United States of America, the embassy here. They had some frank conversation about the bilateral relationship between Liberia and the United States.
There has always been a long-standing bilateral ties between the United States and the Republic of Liberia, and so to have the ambassador newly accredited to near the capital of Liberia, it's important. with such visitation. I know there were cross-cutting conversations along the way, and it intends to go a long way for the legislature, the country, and of course the people of the United States. They are going to elections shortly. A couple of those issues, to talk about the Congress of the United States government, the Liberian legislature, is a fair understanding. I'm sure he had, some time. The speaker had some time to brief the ambassador about the workings of the Honorary House of Representatives and the legislature in its totality.
Right. He said the 55th legislature, the speaker now assured the ambassador and said the 55th legislature will do everything to enact laws and provide the kind of proactive leadership and oversight that will foster even greater levels of Liberia-United States trade and investment relations, lavishing a significant diaspora community base in America and long-standing friendship and kinship between the U.S. and Liberia. And so he said he looks forward to more of the exchanges with the ambassador of the United States and his team, working in tandem with the Liberian government to promote new avenues for shared prosperity and growth in our cherished relationship. So
yes, I think it was a remarkable statement from the honorable speaker to the ambassador, and let's look up to the collaboration along the way.
Good. And so this week, too many things to talk about. The House of Representatives, under the stewardship of House Speaker Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa, embraces transparency and accountability in governance. And so that is the Civil Service Agency is currently conducting something called hair count and verification. The exercise is ongoing at the legislature, particularly the House of Representatives. So when the speaker took over after his election as speaker, he spoke about transformation, bringing transformation in the 55th legislature. And so that led to applying taking a decision to hire an independent auditing firm, which is called Apex. And so that was basically to know in totality how many employees in central administration. And so it was established in central administration that we had 784 employees in central administration. So the speaker took a decision to have Apex to come and do system, that is a payroll and personnel audit. Something Apex, we want to say thanks to Apex. They did a great job. It ran through for pretty close to 3 weeks, very intensive, where you have, they will have to call you if you work, like you call Terry Hukwe Yega. When did you get employed? Where's your employment letter? And all the kind of stuff. It went through to identify whether or not you work in that entity. All right. And so that it went on until the 3 week elapsed, and they had to do their own findings and reported to the Rules Audit Administration Committee. So the Rules Audit Administration Committee got to establish, they could got to know that yes, it's 784 employees in central administration. But then also there were other people who have taken very long time that have passed retirement age. And so the leadership thought that, look, all right, we want to have a very proactive legislature. Some of these people who have been pretty close to 25 years above, and so and their age and stuff, so we had to be able to retire them. So there were retirement exercises that went on. Some people got retired, and I can announce to you freely that following that process, we now have in our employed 749 employees. So you see reduction from 784 to 749. So it's what we have. So now we have welcomed the Civil Service Agency hair count and verification, which is more like an additional verification process. So the House is open to transparency and accountability. So following Apex, like I said, following the audit conducted by Apex, they saw the reduction in the workforce from 784 to 749. The House leadership took additional step of balancing the staff to create equity. That is, Yega is the deputy director. if he makes this amount, another deputy director should make that amount, so that it be at a point of equilibrium, So you can be deputy at one place, at another person deputy, and you make far above. Some of those things, there were some discrepancies and stuff like that, and those things were being worked on, and so that's where we are. And I want to announce to you that the CSA hair count and verification process is ongoing at the legislature, particularly the House of Representatives.
Director Haynes, let me be a little bit simple with this, because I think our own mind, the Yanobos and the motorcyclists, they want to get this information good. So when the 55th legislature came into being, one of those things that the body decided is to always promote transparency and accountability in the Liberian community.
Right.
And so ever since presiding over the 55th legislature, the August body took a decision to mandate an independent audit firm, and that firm is called Apex,
right,
to conduct the payroll audit of the staff of the Honorable House of Representatives. And Director Haynes called the previous number that the people who were working to capital billing,
784.
They were 784. And so Apex started that audit process, the head count and all the stuff and thing. They started it, and after the entire process, it went for a little over 3 weeks. Everybody participated in that process. From that process, Apex made a recommendation to the House of Representatives, specifically the chair on rules, orders, and administration, because they were tasked with the responsibility to ensure that that process of auditing went well. And so after the recommendations were presented, the rules and order took the recommendation now to plenary.
Right.
And plenary acted upon the recommendations. One in the recommendation, they said there were people who have worked for the capital building, the legislature, for a number of years, passing 25. And so they recommended that in line with the CSA regulation, once you have worked for over 25 years, then it means, you must give space for other people who are much younger to come and serve the country, especially at the legislature. There were people who have worked for the legislature, and some of them, they have passed 65 years. Some of them, they're in 70. Some of them were approaching 80. Now, Apex recommended that, he said, those people, they don't have much energy to run the stairs, and get things working effectively.
Right.
So they made the recommendation. Today, as we speak, all of the recommendations were considered, and of course, we have a new number of 749.
Right.
The 749, the body didn't stop there. They said, because we are this body that responsible to make law, and we say we'll be transparent to the public. So again, we'll work with the Civil Service Agency for them to come here and let them be able to check all the people we have in our system. That process, they gave the mandate to the CSA on yesterday.
Right. And so we'll listen to the chair on rules and administration, Honorable Marvin Code of Bond County Electoral District number 3. He was very clear. He said, look, we are very open. The House of Representatives, under the stewardship of House Speaker Councilor J. Fonati Kofa, has nothing to hide. We are very open in the governance process to promote transparency and accountability. All of us are here to be able to fight fraud, waste, and abuse in government. And therefore, we call on the CSA to go ahead with the hair count to make sure that those people have branded as ghosts, they are here, and whatever the case is, go ahead with your hair count and so forth. But the issue that has to do with the recruitment process, it is with the House of Representatives. And so let's listen to Representative Marvin Code.
And good of that, Director Haynes, I was talking about the recommendations for Apex. Apex also said they think about disparity. One director working in maybe the press bureau, then you get other director working in the finance department. Then they don't make the same salary, but they are directors On the scene level, they get deputies, from the other department, the deputy to the other department. So Apex recommended that if you are a director in this department, they say the salary that you will make in the department should be the same salary that other director in the other department. So all the directors and things, all of them get the same salary.
Right.
All the deputy directors, all of them get the same salary. All the assistant directors, all of them get the same salary.
Because of those systems put in place, those measures, right? So let's listen to the Chair on Rules and Administration, Honorable Marvin Ko.
From the Speaker and the leadership of the House of Representatives, we want to go ahead and state from the Speaker that this House of Representatives will always encourage the issue of transparency and accountability. This body, held by J. Funanti Kofa, will ensure the process of good governance. That is why we have made all of the efforts we have made to be where we are. So, we did receive, based on our interaction, a communication from the CSA dated August 5th, 2024. This communication is explanatory that they are coming to conduct head counts. I want to tell the CSA official will welcome the head counts. But there's something very important I want to make in a message to send to the director of the CSA. The issue of equity, he who preaches it must come with clean hands. You cannot go to one government agency and compromise the law, and you want to come to another government agency and implement the personal law. It will be resisted. Our intent is meant to honor the leadership of the House of Representatives, and we can assure you it will not work. So, the HR, I'll officially present our payroll on the signature of the dynamic and distinguished speaker, the man who has no corruption in his vein, J. Funanti Kofa. The civil service will let them get the representative to please come forward. This is our official payroll. 2024, the amount remains July. 749 human beings. It's fair. I then told Senator Stone and thank God that Senator Amara is here, one of the rescue mission agents. And then we went. When they called them for being back, we welcome that. I will officially present to you our payroll. It does not have the ability to tell us to reverse that. This house will be run by us, not in another way. This is a communication from your boss that you are to do. Don't be scared. Head count. And you must control the head count. Because it is permeating in the space of our news that their house is refusing head count. That Funanti Kofa and leadership had something. These are the ghosts. They will be counted department by department, person by person, and verified. We expect, we want to tell you, the employees, thank you for your confidence in Funanti Kofa. If you are not a member of the church, you are going to be having demonstrations because you are denied will not be paid for July 26th. So you are going back to the Product Department, you will work with the HR, and will urge our HR. All documents that will be requested by the CFA will be submitted to them for their verification. We don't want anything for anybody to think we hide something. We want to say thank you for Fanatic Over 7 to tell you he's in his building to protect the interests of you, the common people. Guess why we're going to attack you.
Right, he's the chairperson on the Houses Committee on Rules Order and Administration, Honorable Marvin Cole there. Of course, he has given the go-ahead to the Civil Service Agency to go ahead with the air count and verification exercise. It started up on yesterday. It's ongoing. The 749 employees are going to be enrolled in the process, and so it's heftily ongoing. We had to pass over it again. We had to do ours on yesterday. The Press and Public Affairs Bureau had to do theirs on yesterday, and then other staff, the maintenance department, the protocol department, the human resource department, the chief clerk, other departments are simultaneously ongoing. It is anticipated to come to an end probably on today or tomorrow or so like that, but it's heftily ongoing.
Yes, Director Haynes, in the words of the Chair on Rules, Order and Administration, Representative Marvin Cole, the CSA requested, made an appeal to the Honorable House of Representatives. And it's contrary to what is in the public space. He spoke about that.
Right.
Imagine that the CSA communicated to the House and appealing that they wanted to conduct the hair count. They
did seem to the Senate.
Yes, the House didn't hesitate.
Right.
That information or communication was immediately approved.
Right.
And of course, today, as we speak, the process is ongoing. The staff are cooperating.
Mm-hmm. I want to say thanks to our HR department. They're doing a very good job too as well, working along with the CSA to have our employees enrolled. And so they're going on very good. And I also want to say thanks to the leadership under the stewardship of House Speaker Councilor J. Funati Kofa. Let's go to the CSA bus. So we're saying this contrary to what is permeating in the space that the House of Representatives resisted the hair count. This is wrong. This is malicious. This it has no iota or truth in it. And so, in fact, the CSA boss commended the leadership for the decision and said, "Look, we want to see this, and this is all geared towards promoting transparency and accountability in government." Because you see, like the chairman said, he who comes with equity should come with clean hands.
And the House has been open.
Very open.
Very open.
So we will go to the CSA bus, Director General Josiah Joka. We'll get him on here on his point about the leadership of the House of Representatives.
Responsibility. We are here to support the legislature. Stay with central administration. Central administration employees are civil servants. Okay? Make sure the team. Thank you people very much, team. The CSA team. I appreciate the work you're doing. You have done this professionally across the country. You've done it at the Senate. You've done it at the Vice President's office. The 103 spending entities across the country, is our responsibility to verify all employees, because I, as Director General, and my colleagues here need to know who civil servants are and what functions they perform in all the government functionaries. This process is going to help us to do that. And I'm so glad that the leadership under the speakership of Honorable Kofa has accepted us to come and conduct the exercise. We appreciate the magnanimity of the speaker and his leadership. In keeping with that, follow the standing orders, follow the Human Resource Policy Manual, be guided by those, and the strategy for the ESRP to conduct this exercise. Okay? So I want to come here to encourage you to do it, to also assure the Human Resource Department of the...
Well, he's the Civil Service Director General, Josiah Joka there, of course, applauding the leadership of the House of Representatives for giving them the go-ahead and being open enough to the process, and it's ongoing.
Yeah, so the information are going around that the House of Representatives say they won't be part of the auditing process from the CSA. That information isn't true. You hear the representative of the House of Representatives, the chairman on Rules and Order. He said the people ask us to come to do the audit or the payroll check or the hair count. Today, the CSA boss is also telling the House, thank you for allowing them to go in. So the other information about, the House of Representatives, they won't do it. We get nothing we're hiding there. That be open.
You so you listen to the DG talking about that. We can open the lines, interact with the public. You want to join us on the conversation, you're first and foremost, you're listening to the program today in the House of Representatives, where we come to tell you about the workings of the Honorable House of Representatives, where your leaders are knocking their chests on our behalf. Join us on the conversation, 0772 876 481. 0772 876 481. 0880 514 096. 0880 514 096. Join us on the conversation. Let's hear from you. We are basically here on the program today. You can also call 077025 9660. Those are the numbers to join us right here on the program today in the House of Representatives, telling you about how the House is working. Currently, we are on break, and our break is running up to October, and we will be back for the third quarter, which will eventually go all the way up to December. Let's go to the line, take a couple of calls coming in right here. Hello. Good evening, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello. Oh, let's take on this person. Hello.
How are you, sir?
Doing very well. Tell us your name, where you call from.
I'm Pastor Richard. I'm calling from the Rock Hill Community.
Okay, Pastor, please go ahead.
That's a splendid report from the House of Representatives. This is what we expected our representative house, to be implemented, and we must commend the House for being so transparent and accountable to the people who put them into position. So I must commend you. Be open up and let us know every details that the House will not go through. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot. More grease to the airboard of the leadership of the House. This person hit the line. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Your name, where you join us from.
Yeah, this is Adam Andy. I call you from Grand Bazaar House Community.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I actually got small doubts in my mind concerning the House of Representatives, leadership, and employees.
Please go ahead.
149. It is the leadership of the leadership of the House of Representatives. They start alone, included in the 73 lawmaker office staff us too. So yeah, because it's 73 they got 16 employees. So he actually doubting whether the representative employees are included within the central leadership, that only the central leadership staff with the 749. Can the director address that?
Okay, yes, I'm going to do just that. Just be on the line. Keep listening to the show, okay? So we said central administration staff. At the Capitol building, we have two groups of staffs. We have personal staff. Personal staff are those staff that work in the office or in the offices of the representatives. And central administration staff are those people who work in the administrative arm of the legislature. All right, let's go back to the line, take more of the concerns. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
Yes, my name is M. Sepungu. I'm calling from Greco County, District 2.
Oh, from District number 2, where the speaker comes from. Go ahead.
Yeah. What they call it from Speaker Front. Yeah, well,
Go ahead. Let's hear you from Grand Crew.
okay, I want to appreciate the effort of our lawmakers. You see, these are the kind of things we want them to do, because we elected them, we have confidence, we have all pressure in them that they were able to do for us, and that's how they are doing. So I wanted to hope that the only thing I recommended them to do is unity. They should make their unification among them, so that they will be able to do things in our interest. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Let's go to the line. Take this person joining us. It's a Brown Tank is calling you. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I
I followed the discussion, and let me thank the reconciliation between the civil service and the House of Representatives. You know, government want. I mean, we want the best out of what is going on now, so that tomorrow, at least our legacy can be, realized. And then those also working so that they can be able to realize their labor. You know, when people work and they earn money, like one generally said, "Say, like, bro, man, 26 money and December money, don't play with it. You can play with any other money." So I want to thank you guys for explaining to our people those things that go on, because sometimes when they hear lawmaker there or maybe stakeholder then talk, they get scared. But when you guys come on air and explain in the simpler form and all those kind of things is necessary. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Brian Tatis. More of the calls can come. 0880514-096, 0772-876-481, 077025-9660. Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation this evening. This person.
Hello?
Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Winston Promo calling from Bombay County, Top Number.
Winston, please go ahead from Bombay.
Yes, but I enjoyed the conversation because everything they put on the lawmaker, and the senator then and the representative then, when they don't agree, they do this. So I really want, what they're trying to do is to make it, to give clarity at least, so that someone will understand what everything they get. The lawmaker can agree to vote before they had a problem. So thank you for the good understanding of this. Let everybody hear it.
Okay, my brother. Thanks a lot. Let's take more of the concerns here from you, Liberians. Hello? Hello? 0880514-096, 0772-876-481, 077025-9660. Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation today in the House of Representatives here on ERBC 99.9, several other frequencies across the country. We say thanks a lot to most of our community radio stations that are relaying the program. Hello? Let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
Yeah, I guess I'm on ERBC, right?
You are absolutely correct. Go ahead.
Okay, with respect to the topic on the discussion,
What is the name?
we want to say, okay, this is Emmanuel Seaton calling from the Ghana area.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, with respect to the topic on the discussion, we want to say bravo to our honorable house. Yeah, having come to the conclude of working with CSA,
The CSA.
bravo to them on its beginning. Equally so, after which they have made their conclusion within themselves, we as citizens too are kind of asking them to do our due diligence, that looking at this Decent Work Bill Act, so that citizens too can have a good take home. Thank you for following me the time.
Well, thanks a lot. We have a listening to legislature, and so they're listening to those concerns coming from you, Liberians. It was also intimated in the national oration, right, by the orator. It mentioned about a kind of relook of at the Decent Work Act, and so but the legislature listens a lot, and so they're going to look into whatever benefits the country. This person. Hello.
Hello?
Welcome to the program. Your name, where you call from?
Okay. Hello?
You are live. Let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Ria Tupe. I call from Tapeta.
Please go ahead from Tapeta. That's district number 6, Nima County.
Yeah. What I want to find out is that the people that you are the people that you are doing a hair comfort. You are doing the hair comfort. Does that include those people that work in the representative office that are pensioned?
No. We're not a representative office. Yeah, that's central administration. That's what we say. Central administration. The lawmaker and the people working in the lawmaker in the office, they call them personal staff. Now, personal staff then working in the lawmaker in the office. Yeah. Thank you now. Thank you. Yeah. Let's hope we get more of the concerns coming from you, Liberians. 0772-876-481, 0880514-096, 077025-9660. You listen to the program today in the House of Representatives. This person. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
This is Clarence. I'm calling from Duporo.
Please go ahead from Dupont Road.
Sorry?
Go ahead, sir.
I called to thank Josiah Tukai. I've been knowing for some time his system, and I also thank the House of Representatives for setting an example for accepting to do what they have done. As an example they have just set for the nation. We say, well, thank you for them in Jesus' name.
Amen. 07702596660. Join us to be a part. We're here, of course, yes, telling you about the workings of the House of Representatives. Ongoing is the hair count and verification exercise. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Please lower your receiver to make your point. 07702596660. Hello.
Yes, how are you doing?
Doing very well. Tell us your name, where you call from.
I'm Reverend Samuel K. Kinoso. I call from Greenville, San County.
Reverend, please go ahead from Greenville.
Yes, I'm so grateful for what you are doing in the house. I worked there too for some years, but I'm not kind of confused. If you see the staff of the indoor houses, the house of they are not part of the process. So why? Because
personal staff. I mean, personal staff. Now, here's the reason why. All right.
Well, my concern has to do with they have been paid by government.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Keep listening. Let me explain that to you. Okay. So just we'll pause the call. Explain that over. When you work for a lawmaker as a personal staff, when that lawmaker is not re-elected, you don't have a job. You are not a civil servant. You are a personal staff in that lawmaker office. You work at the will and pleasure of the lawmaker. He tells you to don't come back tomorrow. You don't have to go back. You be inside. But if you're in central administration, you are enrolled in the civil service. So you don't work in one lawmaker office. Whether he or she is not re-elected, you're still working. But if you work in a lawmaker office and that lawmaker go for re-election and the people punish that lawmaker and he or she does not get re-elected, you don't have a job.
So for those of you who are asking the question about
how is it a personal staff?
Personal staff, the personal staff are the people who are working with the lawmakers. And if you're working with a lawmaker, as soon as that lawmaker is taking his or her seat, they will do a listing of all of their staff, and they will submit
all the way the cook, the driver, the administrative assistant, the chief of office staff. I mean, just like that, they'll be at the whole list. The research officer, the political officer, all the one and PRO. Then they will get a whole list.
So is that a difficult task for the CSA now to deal with those people, because they already have the number of those people who are employed with the lawmakers? What is happening now is about those who are in central administration, the real worker of the capital building.
Civil servant then.
Yes.
This person on the line. Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Very nice voice. So please go ahead. Your name, where you call from?
Thank you. This is Evangelist Otis called, joining from GSO this evening.
Evangelist, please go ahead.
Thank you. I think the process is laudable, because government is a place to serve and not to steal.
Right.
And then we see this ghost name being fetched out in other places. So I think the head count through the CSA in a collaboration with the House is very laudable.
Right.
So really appreciate it, and we hope that will really take effect, at least to save our resources from going into loopholes that are not supposed to go. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, my brother. So you say you're working somewhere, you can't go to work, but you're taking pay. And you see, these are some of what the people trying to curtail. Hello, this person.
Yeah, good day. This is Conan. We come from Banga, Bon County.
Good. From district number 3, Bon County, Banga. Go ahead.
Yeah, I really want to know what is the work of those on central administration. I really want to know.
Central administration?
Yes, the work.
So the guy who talking right now to you, the gentleman who talking here right now to you is in central administration, and I'm what you are doing. I'm the director of press. I don't work in one lawmaker office. I work in central administration as the spokesperson of the House of Representatives. I'm in central administration. My deputy right here is a young gentleman. He's in central administration. So whether or not a particular representative is not re-elected, my brother will be there.
So they get plenty departments to the capital building. they get the protocol department, they get the maintenance,
They get a chief clerk,
procurement, the chief clerk.
yeah.
So
the
they got
secretariat.
20 departments there. Now only
Yeah. So that they call the central administration at the work. They don't want to be the whole upkeeping of the legislature. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Thanks for joining us. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Baba. This is Jay I'm calling you from North Bon County.
Great, from Bon County. Go ahead.
Okay. You see those lawmakers that we see there in our house, they need to do more.
Mhm.
They need to do more. I think it is pressure getting on there. They are trying to out of the city, care on conference, but those lawmakers, they need to do more. That's the reason why we spend on the song.
They will do more. They listening to you. They will do more.
They need to do more.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. We have a listening to legislature. They will do very more. Hello. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. We have the one down. You are the final caller.
I'm from Pamutan, Babolu County.
Yes, from Bapuru. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. You talk about lawmakers representing century, okay?
I am speaking about the House of Representatives.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. Get to the representative that work to all in the country, you know, well to our ethics.
Now what then?
Now, what to do for all in the country, we selected them. We voted for them, do not do nothing for in the country that wins.
They will do it. They will do
When
it.
it kind of
Yeah.
you're talking to the
They
Palawa.
will do it, yeah? They will do it, brother. Why you elected them for? You didn't select them, or you elected them. Right. It was on the 10th of October 2023 when you went to the polls. Yeah, we have to wind down the curtains.
Yes, my name is Rukwa Yega. I'll be here on Thursday.
It's been a wonderful conversation this evening here on ERBC 99.9, host of other community radio stations that relayed our program. We're very grateful. We've been told that we relayed via the Voice of Hope in Plibo, Sonican District, Maryland County. Also, Radio G in River G in Bapulu County, Bopulu, the station belonging to the county. My name is Rapper Hines. Next time we're here will be on Thursday. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.